Hi everyone, I've had so many questions about my trip to Cyprus, and given today is 1 month till I leave, I thought I would take the opportunity to answer some of those questions for you. The Australian government does not recognise Lyme disease in this country. I got bitten overseas, but even so, under the guidelines that were released on tick-borne illness after the 2016 Senate inquiry, I still struggle to get access to diagnosis or treatment in this country. I've been left with no choice but to travel overseas because I can either keep on deteriorating here and getting sicker and sicker and not knowing what the outcomes are going to be, or I can have some kind of hope, go overseas and get access to people who are willing to actually assist me. I don't feel like I had a choice. I feel like I've been forced. Everyone should be able to get treatment in their own country. Unfortunately, for tick-borne illness patients in Australia, this isn't the case. There are so many treatment options available around the world for Lyme disease, and I looked at programs in the USA, Germany, Switzerland, Finland, Mexico, but in the end I decided on the one in Cyprus. All the treatments around the world are very different because there's no standardized treatment on Lyme disease at the moment. There just hasn't been enough research done into it. The treatment program that was offered in Cyprus is the one that best fits my individual needs, and it would be different for every patient. I've got a lot of additional complications and I'm very late stage Lyme disease. So the offerings that were available at the clinic I'm going to were the best suited for me. I also really liked the discussions I had with the medical team at the clinic, and they made an effort to understand what it was I was wanting to get out of treatment. So that's why I decided to go to the clinic. The treatments are very complex and they range quite dramatically. I'll be having 3 to 4 procedures every day as far as I know. There'll be a treatment schedule released to me ahead of time. I'm having laser treatment of my blood, lots of physio, rehab work, work on my autonomic nervous system, heart, wide range of treatments, and I'll be updating each day for people who are wanting to follow along with the treatments I'm having, and you can see exactly what's being done while I'm over there. Most of the treatments are not available at all in Australia, and most definitely not available for tick-borne illness patients here either. I'm going to be away for 10.5 weeks. Most of that time will be spent in Cyprus, but then I'm also having a few days in Dubai on the way home, and that was recommended by the medical team so that we can break up the flight a little so it doesn't have as big an effect on my body on the way back. Yes, I'm traveling alone. I'm away for a long period of time, so it's a bit too long for other people to leave their life and come over to support me while I'm in Cyprus. I'm very confident traveling alone. I do have wheelchair assistance booked through Emirates the whole way through. I have nursing staff available through the clinic that I'm going to, and I've arranged some extra help when I'm in Cyprus and Dubai as well. So I will be traveling on my own, but keeping in touch with people back home as well. The plane trip is a bit of a mystery because we don't know how my body is going to respond to it. I am medically cleared to fly and I'm really good at managing my symptoms. So the only catch was I have to fly business class because I need to be able to lay down. As long as I can lay down, I'm very good at regulating my own heart rates and blood pressures, and I have all the appropriate medication I need. I just need to make sure that I can do that. Also, with the braces on my legs, they don't fit under a regular airline seat. So that's the only catch. The flight is likely to make me very, very tired, and I'm going to need a few days to recover afterwards. Other than that, fingers crossed, everything will run smoothly. I'm going to be having treatment at the clinic, and then I'm going to be staying in an Airbnb. It is actually a short walk from the clinic, so we chose it deliberately. It was a bit of a challenge to find somewhere because a lot of the places in Cyprus, the shower is actually in a bathtub and I can't climb into a bathtub. But we eventually found somewhere that we hope is going to be suitable, and it's very close to supermarket, pharmacy, bakery and things like that as well. This treatment is definitely not a cure. I have very late stage Lyme and I'm incredibly sick. A lot of the damage to my body is permanent and irreversible. Had I been diagnosed and treated back when I first started showing symptoms, we might have had a very different outcome. For me, the purpose of going for treatment is that hopefully it's going to stop me deteriorating anymore, because I've been deteriorating at a rapid rate for the past 10 years or so. Any little bonuses we get from that, I will also be really happy with. So if that means I can get up and shower every day unassisted, or even if I can go out one more time a week, they sound like little things, but to someone who's mostly bedridden, that's a huge thing for me to be able to get from the treatment. Crowdfunding is something I am really not comfortable with. For years, I've been wanting to do this treatment, and my friends have been wanting to crowdfund for a very long time. I was very financially stable prior to being sick. I had so many insurances and savings and everything you could possibly need if you were going to get ill. Unfortunately, though, when you get an illness that is not recognised by the Australian government, it's near on impossible to claim on any of those policies. So you're pretty much left to sink or swim, which means financially my circumstances have changed because everything's been out of pocket. I did a radio interview and a complete stranger emailed me and said I would like to make a very large donation to kickstart a treatment fund for you. And we needed to then raise the rest of the money. I was actually going to turn down the donation because I didn't feel right about crowdfunding, but my friends talked me into it because me going and having treatment potentially is going to help other people into the future. And that's when we decided to set up the My Cause page afterwards, and I'm so grateful to everyone who has contributed to that to help me get to this point where I am actually able to go and access treatment. Nobody should have to leave their country to be able to save their life, but that is the circumstance I find myself in, so I'm sort of going with the cards that I've been dealt, and hopefully it's going to have a huge difference for me and other people into the future as well. There's a few reasons I've decided to make my journey public. The first one is to raise awareness of our situation, because it is so bad for Lyme patients in this country at the moment. People are dying, people are incredibly ill, and nobody seems to want to help. So I think it's really important that we raise awareness of these illnesses and what they do to your body. I also have struggled to find a lot of information from other patients who have been to the clinics. I've spoken to them, I've managed to find out the results, but not in-depth information. So I want to make it easier for people to find that information if they are going for treatment in the future as well. I don't think excited is quite the right word. This is not a holiday, it is medical treatment, and it is something I need, not something I necessarily want to go and do. I have to go and do it. So I'm quite nervous because I don't know fully what to expect. I know bits and pieces, but not exactly what's going to happen. This is a very unpredictable illness. It's very unpredictable treatment. So I think nervous is a better word than excited, but I'm excited about the opportunity to finally maybe have some change and halt the deterioration in my body. Yes, definitely, people can follow my journey. I am going to be recording a video each day, and I think I'm going to upload once a week. It's probably going to be on a Sunday night Perth time, which would be Sunday morning Cyprus time. I'm still working out all the details. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film in the clinic itself, but I will definitely do a rundown of the treatments I've had at the end of each day and let you know how I'm going as I go through. So that'll be available on YouTube, and I'll probably do a few posts on Facebook and Instagram and things in between as well.